Ooh, somebody's been to the Bank of Valentine. Look at that.
They brought all the money here.
They did. They're getting ready for something. Sounds like a big event's taking place.
Yeah, they wagered all of it. Howdy do.
That's quite a money stack.
Yeah, it is. We were just noticing.
Looks
I wonder
like
if there was a big game.
I don't know. It looks like someone won a lot of money, but then they just forgot it. That's how it goes, I guess.
How odd.
They have oyster legs over here.
Do what?
Right there. Oyster legs. Little tiny pieces of lemon. Look how fancy the lemons are here.
They must be expecting a party later.
I wonder. Some kind of exciting party that we didn't get invited to. My name's Elvini.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. My name is Beauregard.
Hello, Beauregard. It's nice to meet you as well.
Pleasure. I'm Eustace, Dustinbagg.
Oh, Eustace and Elvini, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fantastic to meet you both.
Have you been in town very long?
I'd say today makes a week.
Oh, well, we haven't seen you yet, but hello.
Yes, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you both. I think I just repeated myself, excuse me.
That's all right. It's a pleasure to meet you. We've just been upstairs in the tub. We like to enjoy a nice tub every so often.
Oh, I did that similar to today, but you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, we went into the swamps, and then when we came out, we were really ready for a nice tub.
Oh, how nice.
We call it the Bathstille sometimes.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
I like that.
The Bathstille.
This place used to be bustling with all kinds of people, but now you hardly ever see one or two in here.
Yes. Most I see is either Mr. Charlie or Dear Alex.
Yes.
And that's about it.
Yeah. We saw Alex just the other day, but it's been a while. We've been asleep for a few days. We just woke back up. We did a lot of fishing up north where it's horrendous.
Oh, I've heard about that. Would you recommend going there?
Would I recommend it?
It's very cold, and the water is frozen, and it's still cold.
It seemed horrendous. When we went there, I put on my nice new clothes to stay warm, but when we got there, the wind was howling, and it would not stop. It kept howling in my ears the entire time we were there.
Was it the wind or was it the wolves? I think it was both.
It was both.
Oh, atrocious.
The wolves were howling for death. They wanted someone to take care of them.
Yes.
They said, kill us, please, before the next snowstorm.
And you obliged them?
Someone at the neighboring fishing spot did. Have you been there at all?
No, not at all.
It's interesting there.
Ah, it's up near Coulter?
Now you take a little fishing pole. Let me look on my map. I think it's north of Valentine.
North of Valentine.
If you look on your map, you'll see Valentine.
Yes.
And if you go north of there, you'll see a large print Amberino. And just under the M in Amberino, there's a lagoon there called Barrow Lagoon.
Oh, yes.
That's where the fishing occurs, is in that lagoon. It's frozen over there. It's quite cold.
Oh, thank you so much.
When you go there, you don't need bait or anything at all. You just take your little fishing pole with you, and it makes its way down through a tiny hole you can't see in the ice, and it brings out a fish.
Oh, how delightful.
You have to do a lot of other stuff. You have to yank the pole and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of work into it, a lot more than I thought. And I'm not as quick and nimble as I used to be once upon a time.
Oh, I'm sure you're just as flexible and, I don't know, bendy as you were.
Bendy. I tried that earlier today. Did you see that? It's that new thing that's going around. It's in fashion.
Oh, it's a new exercise down there at the dock.
It was at the docks. There was a man. He was on the very, very edge of the dock, and he had his feet there, and he kept going up and down with his knees out over the dock, and then he would come back onto his feet again. It looked like the most atrocious thing. It looked horrendous, but we just kept watching. It's hard to look away. I tried my best to keep up, but I'm falling out of fashion due to my knees.
I must admit, I'm not much one for exercise, but it sounds entertaining to watch.
It was interesting. It's not the type of exercise I've ever seen before. It looked like the person would injure themselves eventually.
Oh.
Yeah, but we suspect it's going around as a new type of fashion.
Oh, I will have to keep my eye out.
Speaking of eyes, have you seen my monocle up close?
Yeah, hold on.
I pass it around sometimes. Let me go into the light over here. Let me stand where I'm facing a nice bright window. Maybe you can see it.
Where am I going? All right.
All right, if you can look into the monocle, you might be able to see a little something there near the handle. It's on the glass itself. I'll turn my face all around so it's hard to keep up with it.
Oh, it's rather lovely.
Can you see the thing on the glass yet? It's easier to see in the sun, but we're doing the best we can here.
I don't notice anything.
It's not standing out to you.
Oh,
You're
wait.
not seeing the moon.
I do.
Don't give it away, Eustace.
No, right as you said it, I saw it when you turned your head.
It's hard to see. I'm sorry. It's easier in the direct sun for some reason. It
Oh, no apologies. This
really
is.
catches the light.
Oh, it's delightful.
Oh, thank you. What is it that you do in town? Anything?
Lately, I have been hunting, but I've been taking a look at Emerald Ranch.
Emerald Ranch. Looking
What's
to do
out that way?
Yes. There's quite a lot up there, but, and it looks like it might be an ideal place to hold a derby.
Oh, a derby of sorts.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen that racetrack up there, but never been to a race.
Yeah, we've never heard of a race going on.
Yes, the only other ones I'm aware of are all the way out in, what's it called now? What used to be New Austin.
Oh, yes.
But it doesn't seem to compare to what I have in mind, at least.
Ah. You're racing something besides horses, cattle? You're doing-
Turtles.
Ooh, turtles, alligators.
Oh, alligator.
An alligator race. Who's gonna come out on top?
Oh, they're quite fast, too. That actually may be something. I need to
Yeah.
write that down.
Could be. You could also race turtles. It'd be a slow race. You could sell drinks. People get thirsty watching.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget about the rabbits, too. You could race turtles and rabbits.
Against one another.
Not against each other. Oh, no. What about rabbits and alligators?
Rabbits and alligators.
Pigs and snakes.
Oh, I like the combinations you're coming up with.
Pigs and snakes is interesting. I want to be able to train pigs to stomp snakes to death out in the swamp. That's where they both live.
Very true.
Makes the most sense.
Yes. Well, I was planning on horses.
Horses, all right. Yeah.
Yes.
To stomp
and-
snakes to death.
Any particular variety?
No, my idea was, and of course this is in the very beginning stages, but to provide an opportunity for different breeders and trainers to come and show and race their different wares and advertise themselves.
You bring your horse, you do the racing, but we see and watch and know who's got the fastest horses in the county.
Exactly.
Is there going to be gambling on these horses?
Yes, I'm looking into how to exactly provide that, but yes, there will be.
Oh, exciting.
That sounds like a profitable business.
It does. You've got a nice opportunity, it sounds like.
Yes.
Nope.
So hopefully it will come together.
Delightful. There's all kinds of horses out there, so I'm not sure if you need to specialize on a particular horse.
Yes, I'm not sure. I imagine I'll take a little bit closer look at different breeds and see how they stack up against one another to make it fair.
Yeah. Well, anybody could bring their horse if they think they can go the fastest, or if they think they can be an obstacle to others or something.
Oh, yes.
An obstacle, oh my.
What if you place obstacles on the track and they have to avoid them?
Oh, yes. I'm going to have to get a couple people with horses to come up to Emerald Ranch with me and see how exactly the races will function. Know how many horses can be on the track at once and how easy is maneuverability and things like that.
Will the horses kill each other? It could happen.
Worst comes to worst, we'll do a bracket system where two go up against one another.
Yeah, that would work.
Yes.
People can also ride donkeys. Someone may bring a donkey at some point.
Oh. We could have a donkey race.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, we could have a professional, as in horse trainer and breeders, and then an amateur.
We saw someone riding a donkey just outside of here one day. They were riding the donkey backwards down the middle of the street.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, how unique.
yeah. What was it they said, Eustace?
I'm so old, I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, it was Mr. Dexton, but I believe that he said that someone told him to back his thing up in a freaky way.
Oh.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
that
I
was
see.
that.
He was trying.
Well, at least he gave it his all.
He did. He gave it everything he had.
And he also had a torch in his hand, and he was doing some type of juggling as well. It was
He was.
quite fascinating.
Quite interesting.
This
And
could
it was
be
a free show.
Yeah, this could be a thing as well. If you had donkeys available, you could have people ride them backwards, maybe around the track or something.
Yes, and juggle torches.
Yeah.
I always enjoy things with fire.
See if they can make it. Who makes it first, backwards around the track? You're not allowed to go frontwards.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, something for entertainment in between the horse races or something.
Yes. No, yes. And I'll have to. Most likely, we'll do concessions too.
Ooh,
The
concessions.
buttery popcorn, that's one of the favorites.
Oh, yes. Well, it's such a far away, Emerald Ranch, that I don't want anyone going hungry or thirsty.
It's not too far by horse. I think people can make it all right. But you do want to have something available because it helps you in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could get maybe the bakery to supplies goods and doles. Maybe they could set up a little cart, like a food cart.
Yes. I'm going to have to talk to, well, whoever would be in charge of that at Doyle's. I guess Mr. Trafalgar or Mr. Britton. But, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it all takes time. But it sounds like you got an interesting option.
Yes. Hopefully I can get it together.
I hope so too.
Okay.
Yeah, we just work the swamps. We're out there hunting occasionally.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was there earlier today, so I understand what you go through.
Yes. Unfortunately, we get enough to make leather, and but we can't ever find anybody wanting to buy leather.
Yes, I'm not even sure what you use leather for.
I know you can make one of those little flasks out of it that you use to hold your drinking water.
Oh,
little nasty fish water that you dip out of the river.
Oh, yes. It does have a unique flavor, doesn't it?
You get used to it. When you first arrive, it's very heavy flavored. But then after a while, it starts to ease off. And you have to heat it over the fire, so you have the little hot, dead fish water.
Oh, delightful. Like a soup.
Yeah, it's more like a soup. That's what I told. I told someone it's like a broth, like a fish broth.
Huh. We'll just
coffee
market
is-
it differently.
Yeah,
But coffee is more of a broth, isn't it?
that's a bean soup.
Yes, bean soup. Fish broth and bean soup.
It's a very fit. Yeah, I guess it could be a bean broth of some a vegetable broth made
Shows how
into.
dark it is.
Yeah,
The lighter it is, the closer it is to a broth.
yeah. We've heard it starts with beans, so to us it's some sort of vegetable soup.
Oh. I like that reasoning. Yes, all right,
Yeah.
very well. My daily vitamin intake shall be coffee.
I've had my vegetables today. I had a vegetable soup this morning.
Mm, do you
lovely.
like cream and sugar in your coffee?
Cream and cheddar, I've never had it. But maybe I'll start now.
Have you heard the saying before? There's this strange saying I heard, and I can't remember exactly how it goes. It's something about eggs on shoulders, knees on toast. You ever heard that before? Eggs, shoulders, knees, and toast.
No, but it sounds delicious. Maybe it's some sort of breakfast?
It's like a breakfast routine of some sort. I haven't figured it out.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I should have to ponder this myself.
yeah, that's right. There's a lot of things to think about in this town.
There are. That's why I enjoy it so much.
We did a little slogan for each town. You know what the slogan was for Saint Denis?
What?
There's a lot to see in Saint Denis.
Oh,
It's kind of neutral that way. People don't expect one thing or another. They just assume, well, it kind of sounds neutral to me. A lot to see in Saint Denis.
yes.
Then in roads, it's all roads lead to roads.
All roads lead to roads.
Yep.
How clever.
And then
Or blatant, whatever. Whichever.
for Blackwater, we went, it's hotter in Blackwater.
It's hotter in Blackwater.
Yeah, they can use that however they like.
Huh. I've
Could be
been
the-
out there.
Could be the temperature. It could be that little cinema that they have there.
They have a cinema?
They do. Of some sort. We've
I'm
seen,
gonna have to look for this.
we've seen a device in the lobby. It looks almost like something you're supposed to look through. But I think that it's different. I think something comes from there. Have you seen the little cinema here in the town?
Yes, I stumbled across it and went in, and it was such a delightful experience.
It is. We did a little shadow show there. You can go up in the balcony and do shadow shows.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah, you stand in front of the light. We think that's why it's there. We don't know why no one is doing this stuff.
Perhaps there's, yes, the shadow puppets. Perhaps there's different kinds you can get to play on the screen.
I did a whole show about a man who's chased by a bear down a river, while Eustace did the shadow movements.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was a man in a canoe being chased by a bear down a river. The poor man, though, he had it really hard. It was a tough time.
Yes, especially if a bear's coming after you. They're mean.
I know, he tried to outrun it, and just as he thought he was in the clear, guess what? It was another bear.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's how it goes. That's life.
I love a story with a twist.
Yeah, it's sort of a moral of life. Once you've outrun one bear, guess what's around the corner? Another bear.
Another
It's just-
bear.
yeah, this comes with old age. I've gotten wise to all this.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for sharing your wisdom with me.
You're welcome. We don't want to keep you, but we just wanted to say hello.
Oh, well, I appreciate you talking to me. Oh, and if you happen to see a blue-black saddleless horse out there, let me know. It tried to kill me, and now I intend to return the favor.
Oh, blue and black, you said.
Yes.
Saddleless or shadowless? Which one did you say?
Saddleless.
A shadowless horse sounded ominous, but saddleless sounds a little less ominous.
Yes, this horse tried to assault me after I gave it so many carrots, and I simply cannot let it be.
You fed it carrots and it got angry with you?
Yes.
Were they Tony's carrots or someone else's?
I'm not sure. I bought them from a random store.
Oh, they could have been. I'm not sure.
At any rate, I will have my revenge. So,
Yes, we'll keep our eyes open. We'll find it.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. It is nice to meet you, Beauregard.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Elvine and Mr. Eustace.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Be safe.
You as well.
How do you do?